name is Rajiv Chopra, and
I'm Arjun Shahani.
so we are the co-founders of IBAN Illumination. IBAN Illumination is a company which is focused on smart lights. We don't do normal lights, these are actually smart LED lights. The brand name of our product is Svarochi. Svarochi is a Sanskrit word. It means Svarochi, apni roshni. This is a company, it's an Indian company. हम जो भी करते हैं, we do it in India. We do an R&D in India, it's manufactured in India. So, an Indian name which sort of spells out what we want to do, we thought was the most appropriate.
Fine.
Now, we have been, so we are a new company in lighting. We are funded by Sequoia Capital, who of course everyone has heard of. And as I mentioned, we do smart lights.
Okay. What was the thought behind IBAN lighting?
So, we believe, or let me just take one step back.
Yes.
See, we are all ex-veterans of the lighting industry. I mean, the management team is pretty much a team of ex-Philips employees.
Okay.
Arjun was the business head in Philips. He was the managing director after that of Armstrong.
Okay.
I was the MD of Philips India.
Fine.
Our R&D head is the ex-R&D head of Philips India. And the whole team is ex-Philips. Now, we have seen a lot of the lighting industry. If I take the last few years, we have seen two big transitions in lighting. Okay, so somewhere around, आपको याद होगा around 2000, 2001, it used to be these 10 rupee incandescent bulbs. And then suddenly in came this new thing called CFLs. And in about 3 years, it became CFLs. CFLs became pretty much almost half the lighting market.
Yes.
And everything else, tube light, incandescent, बाकी जो आपके street lights वगैरह होते, that sort of became about the other half. This went on till about, I think, 2012, 2013, suddenly something came in called LED. Okay. And now today CFL is gone. It's LEDs. We believe that there will be another transition in the lighting market. LEDs will get replaced by smart LEDs. Okay. That is the reason why we are in this being. Now, the reason why we believe that is going to happen, you see the world around us.
Yeah.
It's smartphones. Today you order taxis on smartphones. Today you order, food on smartphones. You do everything on a smartphone. We believe that you will now start to control lights on a smartphone.
Good. And what is the product categories and where it is manufactured and all?
So we are into, like I said, smart lights. Our lights come in we have three different concepts.
Okay.
And I'll take you through the three concepts in a second. And I'll just hand you this. In fact, let me just hand you this one.
Fine.
We have three concepts.
Okay.
The first concept is what we call bright and dim lights. Now, within each concept, we have different types of lights. The first concept is called the bright and dim light. What a bright and dim light does is, you put the lights in your existing wiring. You want to operate them with a switch, you operate them with a switch.
Okay.
If you don't want to operate them with a switch, what you do is, you download the Svarochi app. It is available in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And then with that, you can put the light either on and off, or you can dim the light.
Okay.
So you can dim the light from full to about 10%, or full to 10%.
So it operates on IR?
No, it operates on Bluetooth mesh.
Bluetooth mesh. Okay.
It's not Bluetooth. It's an advanced form of Bluetooth called Bluetooth mesh. It's actually the latest in technology. Achha, then the second concept is what we call warm and cool lights.
Okay.
Warm and cool lights, it's bright and dim, plus what you can do is you can move them from very warm to very cool, or very yellow to very white. And I'll just show you these products. The third one is color and daylight, which is you put them on and off. You can brighten or dim them. You can put them to certain shades of white and yellow.
Okay.
And you can put them to any one of 16 million colors if you wish to.
Okay.
In fact, this demo out here, I have two warm and these. We've got light bulbs, lamps, right here, and there's one inside. We've got downlighters, which is right over here. We have spotlights of various types. You see two different types of spotlights out there. In fact, let me just put this. So one is something like this. I'll keep it, and the other one is something like this. And within that, we've got various options. So net you've got some 56 or 57 different types of lights under these concepts. Let me actually just show you what I mean by this.
Yes.
I'll have to just open my app. Okay, so These lights, by the way, you can control them one by one, or you can control them together as a group. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is...
And groups also you can make as per your choice. Yeah, you can make the group as per your choice. Today,
I can make a group, a room-wise group.
you can make room-wise. There are zones. You can in a room. Basically, you can have about 64 lights, and 64 lights you can group it the way you want to group it. You know, basically you can group 5 lights together. You can group another 7 lights together. Tomorrow you don't like one group, you can change it. So the flexibility is in your hand, and it is all DIY. Do it yourself. Yeah, you don't have to call, basically any electrician, technician to do it. If you know how to operate a WhatsApp, if you know how to operate a Zomato or any of these apps, you can do it yourself.
Achha, the beauty is you want to create a group. This light you want to be a part of group A. You put it as a part of group A. At the same time, you want this light to be a part of group B also. You can do that also. It's highly flexible. Good. I'll just show you this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the lights off. Okay. It's easier to show the things. Okay, so now that I've put all the lights off, let me first get to the color and daylight concept, which is these two over here. I'm just showing you as a group as the way I have formed it. Yeah. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these lights on, right? Now, I had mentioned that you can put them to, so these are color lights. Let's start with the color operation. What color would you prefer? Do you want them red? Do you want them a shade of blue? It's actually something like this. Pick. You want a different shade of blue. You want a lighter one. You want a darker one. You want a...
Nice.
Okay. You want, what do you like? You want green? Do the same thing.
Unlimited color.
16 million colors.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, let's put it this way. You will never in your life use 16 million colors, but I want to give you the choice.
That's why I'm telling unlimited.
Yes. Achha, then, this is the color. Now, the beauty is, people buy color lights, but they don't use color 100% of the time, right? We have designed these to be general purpose lights. So, what you do is, 90% of the time you lose the light in white, go right ahead. Yes. They become your normal white. You want them a slightly more, warmer, yellower shade of white, here we are. You want them even warmer, even yellower, here we are. You want them even whiter, here we are. So just take your pick. What I'll do is, I will just leave this in one shade of color, and I will then put off this light. Okay. Let me show you the next concept. The next concept I have in the spotlights, those two over there, which is the concept of warm and cool. Okay. The first thing I of course have to do is I have to put them on. I put them on. I didn't show you dimming in the color, but the dimming concept is also there in color. Okay. First, let's see this. You have these lights. You have them in, extreme shade of warm. You actually do halogen warm. Just go get there, 2700. Okay. First, let's show you how these lights dim. So what I've done is I've dimmed them to 75. By the way, this is like somebody mentioned. It's like a volume control. ये slider है. मैंने slider को कर दिया. This will now come to about 50% dimming. Just see how the lights behave. I put them down to 10% dimming. So let's just take them to 100% right now. And by the way, you notice that I'm taking from 10 to 100, it's seamless, right? People like yellow, people like white, people sometimes like yellow in the morning, white in the evening. Your choice of shade may not be the same as your wife's.
Yeah.
Different things look good at house. Well, guess what? These lights, first I was showing them in yellow. What I've done is, through a simple slider, I made these lights white. You don't like this white? Is it too white for you? Well, guess what? Let's make it slightly lesser white. Okay? You don't like this, or you want a different shade, or maybe शाम को आपको ज़्यादा yellow पसंद होता है? Okay, guess what? I'll make it a different one. Or let's just say you want the most yellow. Here you are. Great. It's just a very simple app base. So now the beauty is, as Arjun had mentioned, आपको 1 by 1 कंट्रोल करनी है, आप 1 by 1 कंट्रोल करो. आपको एज ग्रुप कंट्रोल करना है, ग्रुप कंट्रोल करो. आज की डेट पे यू लाइक वन ग्रुप, टुमारो यू वांट टू चेंज द ग्रुप, just go right ahead and do whatever you have to. Flexibility is yours. It takes you less than, if you want to set up a room and your room has about 15-20 lights, you can do this in a matter of minutes. Achha, the other beauty is that these lights are not expensive.
Not expensive.
They're not expensive. How much do you think these lights would cost? How much do you think something like this would cost compared to normal lights?
It's around 2 to 3,000.
It will be coming very
Much,
only.
much
Very?
cheaper.
Much
yeah.
lower.
Yeah. So, so the thing is, like a normal light which you take, a normal downlighter which you take, you would hardly pay 200 or 300 rupees more, to basically have a control light with you, basically a smart light. Yeah. Rajiv was just talking about groups. There's something called as scenes also. So you can make a scene. Basically a scene could be newspaper reading scene. Yeah. So
Yes.
I specifically do that. So in the morning, when I have to read a newspaper and there's not enough light in my house, sunlight, what I do is I hit the reading scene. The lights become whiter because in white light, I can read better. Yeah. But generally, I don't like a white light. So after that, I change it to more yellowish light.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there's something called as a party scene.
Actually, let me show you a party scene.
Yeah.
This is something
So there's
I forgot.
something called a party scene. So in a party scene today, I'm in a mood to party. So what I'll do is I'll just hit that scene party, and the lights will keep on changing every 5-6 seconds.
Great.
I can create a psychedelic lights. I can create basically a sinusoidal wave.
That disco effect.
Not really a disco effect, but the way you want the lights to behave, you can make the lights behave. It is up to you how you want the lights to behave.
Achha.
So simplicity and flexibility is what I would say is in your hand.
Achha, this is a built-in party scene we've done.
Okay.
We have some built-in scenes. This is a built-in. Now you just notice apne aap the lights will. People love this.
Yes. Good. So these are all programmed, no?
All.
It's very nice concept. Cost की बात हो रही थी वो बीच में रह
Now,
गई.
so normal lights आपको जो मिलेंगे, you want to get into smart lights, you'd pay about 200-300 rupees more than a normal light you would put in a house, and you will get into our entry level concept.
Okay.
Achha. So these are not expensive at all. And then of course, you want more sophisticated lights, you'll of course land up paying a little more.
Obviously.
But the important thing is to get into smart lights, just 200-300 rupees more than the normal light, and you can buy our brighter tip.
So what will be your Punjab expansion plans, marketing strategies and all?
I'm glad you used that. I just take a little bit of background.
Yeah.
We launched first in Bombay end of September. Last week, actually October first week is when they started to come out to the market. Chandigarh was one of the earlier towns of launch.
Okay.
We've done some, of course, done a lot of work in Punjab in the past. See, people in Punjab like good things, and people in Punjab are aware of good things. Just we say educated, knowledgeable customer.
जी.
So we said that Chandigarh will be an important market. Now what happened is we put it in Chandigarh, and we find that it's not just an important market, it's become a very important market.
Yes.
So we have taken a decision now
Okay.
that the first full state we will cover will be Punjab. I mean, we are present in other places. We are present in Delhi, we are present in Bombay, we are present in Calcutta and so on.
Thank you.
We are present in basically cities so far.
Okay.
We said the first full state we will cover will be Punjab. So Chandigarh hai, Bhatinda has just very recently happened.
Okay.
Bhatinda just very, very recently. We appointed a dealer there. We will be doing Ludhiana, Amritsar, Jalandhar, Patiala, Sangrur, a few other towns, and we will finish this entire expansion within the next 90 days.
Great.
In fact, one of the objectives of our coming in here was to firm up the implementation of this plan. So we're putting in place a very strong team in Punjab. We already have people. We'll be adding on more, and we are going to be covering Punjab as the first full state.
Okay.
Primarily because, just to sort of illustrate to you how important Punjab is for us.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm asking.
We are, in fact, if I may say so, I've seen pretty much every big lighting company. For most companies, Punjab is just one state.
Yeah.
For us, Punjab is one of the most important states.
Good. अगर हम कंजम्पशन की बात करें तो कंजम्पशन में कितना डिफरेंस है या सेम है?
See, consumption definitely कम हो जाएगा. See, normally first thing is the LED itself, the consumption is low in terms of power. Now, let us say, you are buying a product, which is a 12-watt product. Now, if you dim the product to 50%, your consumption will be somewhere like 6.5 to 7 watts.
Okay.
So, one is basically you can normally LED is a lower consumption, and even you can dim that further to get you even a lower consumption.
डीलर्स का कैसे रिस्पॉन्स रहा जैसे जैसे आप मिल रहे हो क्योंकि इट्स अ न्यू कंसेप्ट?
ओह एक्सलेंट। इसी हमने क्या किया है, हमने कहा है कि भी हम सिर्फ टॉप डीलर्स में डालेंगे ये प्रोडक्ट, ये सबके लिए नहीं है, एज यू विल अप्रिशिएट। टॉप डीलर्स में हम करेंगे, एंड टॉप डीलर्स में सो लिमिटेड नंबर ऑफ डीलर्स। सो अभी तक फॉर एग्जांपल वीव गॉट अबाउट 25 एंड इस एरिया में देयर आर नो प्लान्स टू एक्सपेंड बियॉन्ड दैट। आई थिंक दिस इज गुड इनफ। Overall, in the end, we will have about 150 covering all of Punjab. So this is not a product which will be available in 5,000 places. 150 or top dealers, and we are covered through the state of Punjab.